but they're telling me I gotta go on now. Darlene, I'm not ready. Alright, I have to do my hair. Oh my god, if looks could kill, you'd be a serial killer. Welcome to my final confession. Boy, is it a dark day. You know what I say about dark days? Dark times. So get your popcorn out and your comfy high chair, because this train is not gonna stop. See you after the intro.
Oh my god!
Alright, so today we are going to be talking about a man, a gentleman, some would argue, by the name of Pyro. His full name, is it Neil Horan? Is that the right one? I don't exactly know what you would call what Pyro does, but he is great at editing, you know, making pop culture references, and he really knows his tubers in and out. You know, I've always been saying that YouTube is the billionaire class of social media, and maybe this time I'd be proven just right. I've seen this guy work tirelessly, especially his video game breakdown videos, where he talks about the latest hits and awesome games. So don't worry about a thing, alright? I got you covered. So, let's talk a little bit about misinformation. Pyro, I want you to know that I watched the video. I think you know which one. I'm not gonna talk about it just in case we need a Operation Blank Slate, alright? I'm not gonna crack down like the rest of these tubers and try and throw you in the dirt. You know, I watched this little escapade. What I gather, nobody really knew what anybody wanted. Point is, Pyro is innocent until proven guilty. My boy ain't going behind bars. You know what they do to people behind bars these days. So don't f with him, alright? You do that, you're probably gonna get decapitated or something. So yeah, I would say the most important lesson to probably derive from this whole situation is knowing when not to say something. This skill, although it may sound easy, can be quite difficult at times, and may prove one day to save your life. Also, another pointer for all my people in the audience. You do things romantically in the real world. Do not do stuff online, ever. However you want to construe that is up to you. Obviously, I have my own set of ideals, and I'm not going to impose too much onto you without being overbearing, but I think you kind of get the point. You know, if you're going to be, you know, doing that, right, just come on. So now we get into the good stuff. Pyro really knows his way around a good game. That's all we can ask of any gamer, is that he knows how to play the games. So keep it up, buddy. I'm watching out for you. Games bring a lot to the table in regards to the idea of simulation theory. I'm sure you've heard of this from time to time. You never really considered it. You know, obviously from a mathematical physics standpoint, you know, as computers are introduced, so are these ideas. And who knows what's to come in the future. As long as people aren't operating too differently because of the idea that we live in a simulation, then, you know, that's all I can really ask for. If things get too crazy, just, hey, I told you, just watch out, okay? I've thought about this before. I will say that it's led me to some pretty interesting places I never want to go back to again. Now, obviously, these British people like Pyro be going off the pot, talking about simulation theory all the time. So I'm gonna just unveil cosmic reassimilation. You heard of it. You see it in paintings. You see people who look like people who exist today, even though they existed 200 years ago. This is exactly that. Figure 1, you have a depiction. Pyro of Elis, 360 BCE, philosopher. You know, that's his marble bust. And then figure 2, you have Pyro, the UK variant from 2021 AD. And he looks just absolutely stunning. Perhaps indistinguishable proof of simulation theory exists between Greek philosopher Pyro, the earliest trace of Western skepticism, and Pyro, a modern-day tuber. Note the similarity in names. Do not tell me that simulation theory is dead. You probably like draw conclusions from time to time. You like see something that reminds you of something, or something pops up just when you need it to. You know, a lot of people like resigning to this idea that phones have like the microphone constantly active, so whenever they go shopping they see what they need, and or whatever they go to search for pops right up. And that's kind of an interesting idea, because that may or may not be true. Whatever your gut tells you, I'm not gonna say a damn thing about that, okay? But otherwise, you say like, maybe that's proof of simulation theory. You know, you can never truly know. And that air of mystery is what leads us to these beliefs, you know. If you're like an atheist, sure, I mean, go right ahead, nobody's gonna stop you. You believe what you wanna believe. Alright, so now we move on, as we do, to the YouTuber hierarchy of needs. There it is. You gotta do this every now and then to reaffirm the concepts, okay? So, Pyro is gonna land right at lateral ascension. Well, with all the rest of the tubers, of course, so. Very good job. Give him a round of applause, everybody. And these tubers, they're gonna get what's coming to them, alright? So, you be on your best. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of ZooTube. As always, my name is Chad, and I will see you next time.